Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and in this video I am answering your questions, your Q&A questions. Thanks so much for all the questions you sent in. I had quite a few, so yep, this is my 400 subscribers special Q&A. So right, the first lot of questions are from me, myself, and Asperger's. Now, she's a Tottenham Hotspur fan, so please subscribe to her channel. Really good YouTube user. She really is. You know, she talks about having Asperger's and that. So if that's for you, check out her channel, please. Alright, so I'm going to look up the screen. Thank you very much for the shout out. Much appreciated. I'm surprised about you copying me. Well, I had the same idea from you. My questions for you are, do you have any other nationalities in you besides English? Yes, I have a little bit of Welsh in me because, like, one of my parents was born in Wales. So, yeah, you know, I have a tiny bit of Welsh in me, but mainly English, to be honest. So, yep. Were any relatives involved in the First or Second World War? If yes, who were they involved? How were they involved? Yeah, I gotta say, I think it's my great-great-grandpa was involved in one of the World Wars. I'm not too sure if it's World War One or World War Two. Okay, yep, so that pretty much answers that one. What are your favourite books and films? Books, I used to like reading the Harry Potter books. Yep. And also films, I loved the Harry Potter films as well. Spider-Man comics, you know, just all them really. Do you speak any other languages besides English? No, I always speak English myself. But I did learn a bit of French at school and that, so yep. Number 5, when were you diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome and how did it make you feel at the time? Well, to be honest, when I was diagnosed with it, I was quite young then, so I didn't really react to it because obviously I was too young to remember it. Okay, question 6. How do you find me on YouTube? Due to me being a low profile channel? I think your channel's great, you know, you're doing an amazing job. And finally, question 7, what are your hobbies? Now, I like gaming, I like football, obviously, playing it. I sometimes play football once a week, you know, have a kick around. Hobbies, I'm into trains, buses, walking, I like walking. I used to do bike riding, like cycling, but not so much these days anymore. I rather do walking. Swimming, quite like swimming as well. So yeah, they're my hobbies really. Thanks for the questions, much appreciated. And now Jamie, Glenn Gormley Gamer, I think that's his name, but anyway, his name is Jimmy or Jamie. Congrats on 400 subscribers, mate. I myself hit 200 not too long ago. I can't wait. The heat waves to be over either. It's like the UK was chucked in an oven for a week. Oh, tell you what, mate, it was dreadful. Here we go then. So he said, did you see SmackDown did you see Raw, SmackDown and Money in the Bank? And what was your favourite moment? Yeah, I did watch Money in the Bank. I quite enjoyed the pay-per-view. You know, the ladies' ladder match was good, and also the men's one was as well. You know, Big E winning the men's Money in the Bank was, wow, unbelievable. But Nikki Cross winning the ladies, that's even more of an upset, you know. Wow, unbelievable. That really was shocking. Question 2, have you ever watched it? Have you ever wanted to show off your football shirt collection. Yeah, maybe that could be a future video. I would definitely consider that. Do you like racing games and what is your favourite? Yes, I like Newman Haas Racing on the PS1, F1 97, F1 2020 on PS4, I like that. I played a bit of Need for Speed Underground, Burnout games, like on the PS2. They were fun, so yeah, quite a lot of racing games I like. What is your Premier League goal this season for last season? I have to say, that goal what Bruno Fernandes scored against Everton was the best goal in the season. I think as a Man United player, that was an unbelievable volley or chip. What was the biggest shock in the Euros, in your opinion? Well, where do you start? Christian Eriksen collapse into the ground that was an absolute shocking moment. And also England's reaching the final. Wow, unbelievable. 2 shocking things happened. But yeah, definitely them two were the most shocking things in the Euros. What are some of your favourite classic F1 races? Yeah, he says he likes Silverstone 2003 and Japan 2005 or some of mine. Yeah, I gotta admit, I do like Silverstone. I quite like Silverstone 2008, where Lewis Hamilton dominated and won in wet conditions. Imola 2005, where Michael Schumacher was trying to hunt down Fernando Alonso but couldn't quite do the overtake. Mugello 2020, that was good, where absolute carnage on the safety car restart, where about 6 or 7 cars went out in the race. It was mad, it really was mad. So there has been some epic races in F1. And also Monza 2020, when Pierre Gasly won in the AlphaTauri. That had to be an amazing race last season as well. So, yep. Thanks for your questions, mate. Much appreciated. Now, Mac Metro. Now, he's a massive train enthusiast and model railway, so if that's the sort of things for you, please subscribe to his channel. Oh yeah, Glenny Gourmet Gamer. Now, he's a gamer. Sometimes he does game reviews, let's play, so if that's for you, also check out his channel. So right, Mac Metro asks, when do you think you'll do another model railway video? Well, it's funny you should answer that question, because I did one yesterday, unboxing the Coca-Cola Hornby summertime train sets. Yep, so there you have it. I have uploaded a model railway video again, and many more are coming. As I said in that video, I'll be doing much more during the autumn and winter. LFC Gamer and Vlogs, now, he's been subscribed to me for a good few years now, so, yep, thanks for your questions, mate. Here he goes. He's asking, what are your top 4 predictions this season? Yep, in the Premier League, I believe first would be either Man City or Man United. Of course, you cannot count out Chelsea. And then third or fourth, I reckon, would be, the top 4 for me is going to be us, Man City, Chelsea, and Liverpool, I gotta say, I believe will be in the top 4. But it could be an interesting one, it really could. Which 3 do you think will get relegated? Norwich, Brighton, and possibly Newcastle. Sorry to MUFC Racer, who's Newcastle's his second favourite team, but I don't know. Newcastle just don't seem to spend enough money on players, so that's why I would say in the moment, Norwich, Brighton and Newcastle I'm going for in the moment. Brentford, I believe they'll be okay. because they just recently got promoted. So yeah, I believe Brentford will be okay. Have you ever thought to do a video showing off your game collection? Again, that is another one I will take into consideration. Definitely keep it in mind. Thanks for the questions. Right, here we go. NFC Racer. Now, he is a regular on this channel. He comments on nearly all of my videos. NFC Racer, massive Manchester United fan and Formula 1 fan, so please subscribe to his channel if you like Manchester United and Formula 1 stuff. So right, where will United finish this season? As I said in the previous question, I believe they'll finish about top 2, first or second. I mean, I would love us to finish first, as we've not won the league for about 9 years. But if Man City get Kane as well after signing Grealish, then they're going to dominate the Premier League. So, but hopefully, I'm hoping they don't sign a replacement for Aguero, because I reckon then we may have a good chance of possibly winning the league. Question 2, what's F1 drivers you dislike most on current grid? That's an interesting one, actually. I gotta say, Nikita Mazepin and possibly Nicholas Latifi are the two I dislike the most in the moment. To me, both of them just out in their depths. But Latifi, I will give credit, because he did get in the points in Hungary, but at the end of the day, it was a carnage race, so yeah. What is your goals for the channel? I aim to just keep on uploading really and hopefully get up to 1,000 subscribers. That is my aim, is to get up to 1,000 subs. So yeah, thanks for your questions, mates. And thanks for all the support you've given me. Right, so here we go. Now, F1 Fan Gamer, he's asked 2 questions, so, yep. First one he's asked, when did you start watching F1? It was in the early 2000s when they still had the 3-litre normally aspirated V10 engines, and what beasts they were, the V10s. They used to scream like anything, the V10s. I absolutely loved the V10 engines, and that's how I literally got into F1. So right, number 1. This is like, that was just a bit of a mini question, but he's asked about some more, so I'll read out his other questions. So 6 more. When did you start supporting Manchester United? Now, I believe it was during, really, I gotta say, just before we won the treble, I started supporting Manchester United, because, my grandpa was always watching them every week, and one time I wanted to sit down and went, yep, this is my team now, so I'm going to sit down and watch it. And that's how I started supporting Manchester United. Like my dad, right, he's a massive Arsenal fan, and if I was sat down watching Arsenal with him, I probably would have turned into an Arsenal supporter, but it just happened I sat down to watch Manchester United, and that's how my journey started, supporting Manchester United, because of my granddad. So, yep. What's your favourite game? I like GTA, GTA Vice City, San Andreas, The Getaway on the PS2. The Getaway, what a game that is. Mark Hammond going after Charlie Johnson, because Mark Hammond's son has been kidnapped by Charlie Johnson. Now there's rumours that The Getaway could be getting remastered or a remake. I hope so, because if they do that, I'll be pre-ordering that game straight away. Absolutely, I will, 100%. WWE games, I played WWF SmackDown, just bring it. WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. One of them has to be SmackDown vs. Raw on the PS2. the first SmackDown versus Raw game. That was an epic game. Number 3, who would you support if Lewis, Max and McLaren were not on the grid? Probably, I would say George Russell and Charles Leclerc would be the 2 I would support if Lewis, Max and McLaren weren't on the grid. Number 4, who do you hate more, Chelsea or Liverpool? Obviously, Liverpool are our arch rivals, so Chelsea become our big rivals over the last few years. So I gotta say, I can't say I hate the 2 teams because, I have respect for the 2 clubs. So, but obviously, Man City, I cannot stand that club. But Chelsea, Liverpool, I do actually have respect for. Number 5, what do you think about the 2022 cars? Yeah, I saw the 2022 cars, and I gotta say, they're very similar to the Indy cars, but I am looking forward to seeing 18-inch tyres on the cars. I think that is going to shake things up a bit, and who dominates is going to be another matter because it's a new era, and it's going to be a perfect reset, I believe. Absolutely buzzing to see what the 2022 cars can perform. And question 6, is Lando Norris a future world champion? Now, I'm a bit 50-50 on this one. Yes, I believe if he's in the championship winning car, he could challenge, but do I think he could win the championship? No, I don't think he's quite got it in him. Thanks for your questions. Next lot of questions are from Stars G, which he's been subscribed to me literally for almost 10 years. We've known each other for a long time. Yep, he's been one of my loyal subscribers. So, right, he's asked me, that sounded like 9 questions. So this is going to be interesting. Have you been watching the Olympics? Yes, I watched certain bits. I used to like watching the swimming and that, which I still do like watching swimming. I watched a bit of the BMX, the running, and a little bit in the football. I watched a lot of Brazil and that, and obviously I'm very happy they won the gold medal again, Brazil. So, yeah, watched bits and pieces of it, but not all of it. So, number 2, what is your favourite book? Well, as I answered really earlier, Harry Potter I like, and also the Spider-Man comics and Marvel comics. Number 3, what is the most boring film you've seen? Gotta say, I think one of the most boring films I've watched was Batman Begins. I just could not get into it, but the rest of the other Batman films I really enjoyed. If I watched it again, I probably would enjoy it a lot more this time. But I gotta say, yep, that is probably the answer. Number 4, what do you do with a drunken sailor? A drunken sailor? Wow, I guess maybe you would tell him to stop driving a boat and offer him some water to sober up. Number 5, if you could choose owning for every PS1 game or every PS2 game, what would you choose? Probably, I would say all the Crash Bandicoot games, all the Spyro the Dragon games, GTA games, yeah, really, and maybe all the Tekken games. Number 6, would you eat a full jar of beetroot for £100? No, I think that'd be too bitter. Number 7, is there any country you'd love to visit once the pandemic is over? To be honest, I don't really have any plans going abroad in the moment. I'm just happy to be here in England and the UK. Number 8, have you ever sent yourself a Christmas card? Nope, I haven't. But obviously, I sent Christmas cards to like my family and friends, but never to myself, mate. And finally, question 9, he says, what's the shortest amount of time you put into a game before deciding it was crap? Well, there are two, FIFA 16 and FIFA 20. I was done with both of them games in the space of 4 weeks, you know, because there's just so much scripting and bullshit on it. And on FIFA 20, getting past the opposition defence sometimes was almost impossible. So yeah, I gotta say FIFA 16 and 20, mate. Thanks for your questions. Next question is from Dwayne. I have only one question. Who's your favourite... Who's your favourite Thomas and Friends character? I like Thomas, obviously. Percy, James, Gordon, Trouble and Trucks, because they just cause a lot of disruption, Trouble and Trucks. Yep, so they have to be my favourites. And right, so we move on to Footloose 25,005, who has been, obviously, he's been almost subscribed to me for about 10 years. So, yep, I do subscribe to his channel. You know, he does a lot of game review videos, games he's been playing recently, and games he's picked up recently. So, if that stuff is for you, please check out his channel. Right, question 1. Have you ever played Pokemon Go? Yes, when it was first introduced, I was playing it quite a bit, but I've not played it for a while now. But yeah, I used to play it quite a bit. Question 2. Who is your least favourite Harry Potter character? That's actually quite a difficult one, because I did like a lot of Harry Potter characters, but if I had to pick one, I have to say Draco Malfoy, because he was a bit of a troublemaker. So yeah, probably Draco Malfoy, but played the part very well, so, you know, good actor. Question 3, is the PS5 overrated? I mean, the graphics are superb on it, but the teething issues it's had, you know, definitely there's a few issues, I believe, what needs to be resolved with it. But it's a great system. Number 4, do you think you'll ever do game reviews again? Every possibility I may do, you know. Definitely keep it under consideration. Number 5, what PS2 games do you think deserve a remaster or a remake for the PS5? As I was previously answering, I'd love to see The Getaway get remastered or remade. I think that'd be an awesome game to get remastered. Really would. Keep up the awesome work on your channel, mate. Well, thanks very much, mate. And that brings an end to my 400 subscriber special Q&A video. I'd like to thank you all for your questions and answers, and thanks so much for all the support. The road to 500 subscribers is well and truly on, so if you're not subscribed yet, do hit the subscribe button if you like Manchester United videos, Formula 1 videos. Now and again I do food and drink review videos, and sometimes I talk about random topics. So if that's the sort of content you like, do subscribe to the Mr. Joshy J channel for daily uploads. Yes, I now do daily uploads. Ever since about April, I have been uploading every day, non-stop. There's times where I was only uploading where I feel like it, but as I'm gaining more subscribers and getting a lot more comments, it has driven me forward to upload every day. Bye-bye.